Mandatory mask day. The virus has returned to retail stores. Yeah, my dad came in my house earlier, about 9 o'clock, asking me how to put on his N95 mask that he'd been given. I'm not sure I'll laugh or cry at that. It's the me didn't want to wear one. It's a 78-year-old man having to wear something which is, even by number of studies, the ones pro and against, there's more against proving. Let's just say all the studies are right. There's more studies proving that it does harm to you than anywhere near than the amount that say, which are all Gates-funded studies that say they don't. And you're making our pensioners at that age. You've got to this point in life that all they want to do is just enjoy retirement, as they should be entitled to. And you want to make them go for this ritual, putting masks on just to go and get a paper, just go and get their milk in the morning, so they probably can't make it to the shop, Psychopathic behaviour going on right in front of everyone's eyes. And instead, many people are trying to justify it. Not everyone. I think a lot of people smell shit with this. Now, I think this has been a good sort of line in the sand that some people had, like the timing of it. We're in the middle of summer. I think people are beginning to look at now, hang on a minute, we've got winter coming up, what's going on, when's this going to end? And it's not until they get a vaccine inside of everyone. Well, that's their plan at least. A vaccine that won't give you immunity, because you can't get immunity for something that doesn't cause illness, or something that even more accurately, in the form it doesn't exist. Because it doesn't cause anything, so how can you build immunity for something that doesn't cause anything? It's a reaction, it's not a cause. But Gates, on the subject of psychopaths, Gates come out, did another one of his scripted Q&As with the media. That little smirk. He's just glum about it all. Gloating rather about it all. Can't wait for the winter. You'll see big numbers then. Trying to demean USA by comparing it to Europe. But if I remember early July, Bill, you were saying Europe were an embarrassment. Complete garbage, bites out of his mouth every time. The whole thing was just nonsense from start to finish. And he had the audacity to say that two organisations which he practically funds, and an organisation, a person he practically funds entirely, Fauci and the CDC, have been, quote, muzzled by the media and the Trump element that he's trying to pin it on. It's a complete joke. They'll keep chucking out the lies. But they're pushing already for lockdown 2, you can see that. Building to the vaccine as well, but they're pushing already, you can see that now. They're trying to get people expectant of it. Just so predictable. you're guessing about October. Like Boris has come out and said, we don't want to make the same mistakes as last time. I.e., what he's implying by that is don't be as loose in inverted commas, as late in inverted commas in reaction to it. So, sniff of increases, bang, lockdown. A bit like they do in China, coincidentally. But yeah, it's been a few different things this week that come out and they've been saying that. Just mentioning the lockdown a lot more. Just getting people geared up for it. Making you expectant and acceptant of it when it happens. Almost like, well, they have been saying it. And I'm sure there'll be people when it comes about that will justify it. It's like when they make mandatory masks in public. When they make them mandatory in public, the masks. There'll be people that I'm sure will justify it. Now, if you'd have asked those same people 6 months back, by the way, you need to put on a mandatory mask tomorrow, they would have said, do one. And that's why they didn't do that. The plan was to always bring in the mandatory mask. This isn't something they just thought about, but they knew they couldn't do it like that right away. The same, they knew they couldn't just bring lockdown in right away without furlough. They probably why they knew they couldn't just bring it in right away. That's why it's delayed. It's only for 3 weeks. Okay. What are we now? Months later. And it's just getting worse and worse. But it will come to the point with this one now. Start dividing people in public a little bit, I think you'll find. Because it's little things they're doing, like you can making staff in I think Tesco now they clean the toilets, for instance. There's nothing against that, but they've got to wear a mask when they do it and put on all the equipment. Now, someone's got to clean your toilets. I've got nothing against anyone that does that job. You earn a living, good on you. My mum cleaned toilets when she was pregnant with me. She had 3 jobs. I've nothing against people who do that. But what I'm trying to say is you're making people do stuff they haven't signed up to do in the manner that you want them to do it, which is complying with this nonsense. So even people that are in a shop, they never have to wear it otherwise, now have to wear it to do that. So therefore, if you come in their shop and you're not wearing one, they're more inclined to say, well, I've got to do it. Well, you're going to have to do it. Why are you not wearing one? And so it starts. It's little things they put in there, just they know they're just gradually picking away at people. So predictable. But it'll keep going until people just don't comply. Very simple. And that's the beauty of it. It always ended in a heartbeat. Everybody not even everybody, 30-40% of people just went, not doing it. Not even that many. Just not doing it. Full stop, not doing it. It's over. Whole thing's gone. But it's part of the thing with the isolation, the muzzles, all of that nonsense has to stop us from doing that, a lacking. So you can gather. So when it comes down for lockdown 2, they'll put it straight back to gatherings of 10 or something. It's even smaller than that, I'd imagine. It'll be gatherings probably 1, but they'll put it down to a point where you just can't complain in any meaningful manner that's going to make any difference. Not that really protesting does a lot anyway, but at least it shows a consensus that otherwise can't be publicly shown when you've got that many people stood together for something, when it shows everyone else, well, this is how many people agree with this, not just a poll that you've got to go and find on the internet. But we'll see. Better than any movie, put it that way. Take it steady.